The family Chantel stars Pedro Jimeno and Chantel Everett are both keeping busy in 2023. Are they together this year, or have they broken up? The family Chantel stars Pedro Jimeno and Chantel Everett were a true power couple. But their marriage is over, and they're both branching out in 2023. The fact that their relationship ended was quite sad, and it seemed like Pedro was the one who wanted out. Chantel was interested in trying couples counseling, but her partner chose to throw in the towel. While Chantel's surely better off without someone who doesn't want to be with her, she obviously adored her former husband and needed time to heal. Meanwhile, Pedro seems quite happy on his own, working as a realtor. The duo started their journey together during 90 Day Fiance Season 4. They met when Chantel wanted to learn Spanish. Pedro was her tutor, and he soon became more than that. Chantel was totally smitten with Pedro, and their romance quickly grew serious. However, there was always stress, including disapproving family members who didn't hesitate to throw shade and cause trouble. The pair stuck it out, eventually scoring their own franchise spin-off. The family Chantel's Pedro and Chantel started appearing on the show in 2019. Pedro was becoming increasingly independent and seemed to enjoy spending time away from his wife. The formerly close two hit major turbulence, especially when Pedro seemed to get too cozy with his boss, Laura Delgado. There were also rumors that Pedro was having an affair with his sister Nicole Jimeno's friend, Coraima Morla. Coraima appeared to pine for Pedro, and that situation was a thorn in Chantel's side. In the past, Pedro's showcased some disturbing coldness with his wife, such as when he berated her for failing her final nursing exam. Instead of comforting her when she was extremely upset, he thought of himself. She was already crushed, and his lecture was the last thing that she needed to hear. Chantel eventually passed that important test, but Pedro failed her when it really mattered. He failed a test of character that was much more important. He was destined to fail his wife completely by bailing out of a marriage that had lasted for 6 years. Of course, in a relationship, there's almost always fault on both sides. It's very rare that one person is a devil, while the other is an angel. Chantel surely contributed to their problems too. Perhaps she had trust issues, but it was hard to blame her for that, as the red flags were waving in the breeze. Her issues with his family, who blatantly mistreated her, made it easy to feel for her. All things considered, the divorce probably hurt Chantel a lot more. Pedro seems quite steely, just like his mother Lydia Morel and sister Nicole. He's a survivor, but Pedro may lack empathy like they do. He may also be greedy like they are. Usually, children will become a lot like their parents, of course. There are exceptions. If the apple didn't fall far from the tree, then it's not surprising that he's so interested in money. Almost as if to taunt his critics, Pedro's showing off online. In the post above, he's flaunting an admittedly impressive Audi and getting trashed by Chantel's supporters. Of course, he knew he'd get dragged by them. Some of his preening may be a defense mechanism, as he's gotten so much hate since he left Chantel. He wants people to consider him successful and happy, although his marriage didn't go the distance. However, Pedro's posts inevitably inflame the family Chantel fans. One of them left a blistering diss on the post shown above, commenting, "Ok, you got your green card, and you still have to brag. Ego." Chantel's also doing her best to seem happy online. Like Pedro, she's focusing on the positive. What she's going through internally, she prefers to keep hidden. Since she didn't want the divorce, she's probably been moving through the stages of grief. However, it may be easier for her navigate Instagram, as most people took her side after the split. She's a popular influencer who currently has 992 followers. In the post above, Chantel's dancing in the street. While she got tons of love, one snarky detractor was clearly a Pedro fan. They said, "I don't care for Chantel. It wasn't all Pedro's fault. She's an attention _________. Divorce sucks. It's almost always a grueling process for both parties. It's rarely peaceful, as the legal process brings out the worst in human beings. People change radically once lawyers get involved, and it can be very painful. Now that Pedro is healing, and Chantel's doing the same, they're focusing on their careers. Both are close to their families, so they have support systems. However, the family Chantel stars probably have bad days when they miss the way that things used to be.